Hey, little thing in this episode, you may have noticed that I was wearing a Behind the Bar hat. These are not for sale. These are a thank you to Zach Craig and Chelsea Craig for giving this to me for my birthday, and they gave one to her too. And I just forgot to keep saying thank you, but I wear it all the time, obviously, so thank you. You can buy one for $308.
And
because she's doing the intro, I just go like this. Good day, mate.
yeah, that's basically how it works. I'm doing the heavy lifting around here. Okay, so we're back for another episode of Behind the Bar. We're so glad you're here. We are so excited. I've been trying to get y'all on the schedule for like months because you're so amazing. Okay, so we have Isaiah Jackson, who is a foodie.
Yeah.
Full-time, you're a content creator. He is an avid golfer.
I am.
And he is a man with a name that needs a middle nickname. So we're on the hunt today after interviewing you. We're going to come up, so it's going to be Isaiah blank Jackson.
Jackson.
Yeah.
We gotta figure out what's in the quotes.
We got you.
So welcome
Throw it at us.
Isaiah from
Thank
Run It
you.
BlaKC.
Thank you.
The most important thing from Run It BlaKC.
That's right.
Not the
Appreciate
most
it.
important thing, but also kind of why we're
very
here.
much
Part
important
of why
thing.
you're
Yes.
here today, because we really
important.
we really want to talk about that
There are
today.
two runners in the group,
Yes.
and I welcome you both.
Ashley is training for her first half marathon.
Which means there's 3 runners in the group. Good job.
There are runners who run, and there are runners who slowly meditate.
Yes.
And move. And I'm in a deep meditation these days.
Left, right.
We're
left,
happy to
right.
have you. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you
Cheers.
for being here.
I love
Thank you.
I love your energy. I've met you for 38 seconds. And
Yes.
you came in sort of Buddha-ish.
Yeah.
You have like a calm to you.
Thank you.
I feel like Hailee and I were kind of here, and then you kind of got us to normal level, and
Which
now
our-
I'm like,
which our crew always appreciates, because normally how the fuck are we gonna wrestle these
Right.
two into their seats?
Isaiah's
I'm
making
good.
things easier for us today.
Hey, I'm here for it.
So my first question before you get into serious things is, I was loving this necklace.
Yes. Oh, yes. So
The
I'm in my fraternity is Kappa Alpha Psi. We're known as the Noobs.
Oh, okay.
So if you're on TikTok, you may see a lot of the Noobs going on. But yes, that's my fraternity.
Okay, right on. Thank you for when I joined a fraternity, I went in on that one.
Yes.
So let's start. We're gonna dive into Run It BlaKC, but I'd love to just get to know you a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe we could talk a little bit about your co-founder who's not here. She's not feeling great, but we don't want to leave her out.
Of course.
But just kind of like a little bit of background, how you all came together, and then move into why did you start this amazing run club?
Yeah, 100%. So, me and Jay, my girlfriend, we've been together for a few years now, and it's been a really amazing journey between me and her. But initially, I wasn't a runner. And to this day, I'm not really like the runner's runner, but I do.
You and I may be in the same category.
I think we're in the same category.
Like we were meant to protect the quarterback.
Exactly. That's my job. I grew up playing football, and so I like to stay active and things of that nature. But she was a runner, and so a few years ago, she grew up running track, doing cross country, all the things, and it'd be Saturday mornings, and she would drag me out to Loose Park, and at like 8:00 or 7:30,
Which is when runners run.
right.
That's like your lunchtime.
That's when runners run.
Exactly. And I was not enjoying as much of it. And especially because she was a real runner. So even in my doing my best, she was gone.
Yeah.
Right. And she had her time.
There was no way you were going to ever be Jay.
Exactly. So then I ended up running by myself
Yeah.
at
no
Loose
fun.
Park in the morning. And so we were doing that pretty often. And then we were seeing the trend of run clubs kind of coming up around not just the city, but the country. And then we were able to see a lot of really great run clubs that were really able to target different groups in different areas. And so some really cool ones around the country, like Run It Up in Dallas. Mad Miles is one of the biggest run clubs in the country. There's a lot of really great ones in Houston and kind of all around the country. And we've seen these like people be able to really go crazy over these groups, and at the same time, that's something that she was looking for. That's something she would love to join, but didn't necessarily have here. And so she had kind of put out a feeler like, "Hey, I wish we had this kind of thing." And then someone was like, "You should do it."
Yeah.
And she was like, "Me?" And
So when did that happen? How long?
so that happened kind of in the beginning of 2024. So that was kind of in the kind of that winter, spring.
You're kind of going on your 2-year mark
Yep,
here.
yep. And so in May, and so when she brought it to me, I was like, you want to do it? Let's do it. And so my background's in marketing and content and social and all that stuff. And so we put it together, came up with the name, came up with the logo.
Which is dope, by the way.
Found the place.
The name is
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah,
I appreciate
the name
it.
is great.
I appreciate it. It's a little triple
great.
entendre.
Yeah,
we
and
love
I
that,
love the social run club tagline because
Yes.
it's like, if as a non-runner,
Exactly.
I would be like, but what are we doing
As a
socially?
She's also a
Exactly.
social downhill skier. So if it has
Oh, okay.
social in
The
front of it.
social's there.
Pretty much anything with what they call sports.
Yeah.
She's
I
a
like this
social
tagline.
pickleball
Yeah,
player.
yeah.
She's a social skier.
I'm
Exactly.
interested now in the club.
Exactly. So that was the really goal of it. And really what we were seeing is while we do have a lot of amazing run clubs that we partner with, 816, KRC, Vine Street, Perch Run, all of them, really great run clubs. We were really finding that there was not only just a cultural barrier, but also even a physical barrier when it came to our community. And so there was times where people would feel, not necessarily intimidated, but not necessarily feel like welcome because they may never have ran before. That's something that
You
they've
want
done.
that. You want that demographic
Yes.
of person to be like, I just am interested in running.
I want to see what it's
let's do
like.
this.
I want to be able to get moving. We know that the systemic factors lead to higher levels of hypertension and diabetes and lower levels of physical movement when it comes to our community. And so it's something we really wanted to be able to let people know that even if it's just a mile, even if it's less than a mile, even if you're walking, if you're jogging,
That's right.
whatever your pace is, whatever you're doing, at least doing that once a week is going to help you long-term physically. And so we really wanted to be able to build something that was super low barrier to entry, really open to anyone that ever felt confident and comfortable coming out. And so, we started it, found the park that we liked a lot. We were over at MLK Park, which is right next to Paseo High School. And so we were there every Saturday, started with a small group. And then after kind of like that first 6 weeks, it really started to grow. People started to find it. It exploded really fast. People really were enjoying it. We were doing music and a lot of dances, and we were able to start meeting a lot of people and getting, different partnerships and things of that nature. So it grew really quickly. And so it was something that was amazing through that whole summer of 2024. So we started in May. That whole summer of 2024 really grew. We added Tuesdays that we added on because people were really looking for a second day with a kind of different route. And so we added our Tuesdays. That was a really cool opportunity. And then we made it through the winter. And first we were thinking, should we stop for the winter, take a pause, take a break? But we were finding that if we said we were going to have it, we were going to have 20,
People put on
25,
warm clothes and get out there.
30 people.
And
every
sometimes
time.
those are the greatest runs.
They are, and they really enjoyed it. And it's that mental part of it as well of, hey,
Your
came out.
mental health doesn't take a break.
Exactly.
Right? So like providing it year round makes a lot of sense.
It does.
And I love the way you talk about running because I think you're giving people such a gift by like taking the intimidation out of running and making it. We've been talking about running a lot, of course. She's been running a lot. I actually do run a lot.
I see.
Just not a
I'm a
runner.
half marathon. Yeah, we're there.
But I think running just really kind of like can literally lift you through certain parts of your life and get you to the next. So I love that you didn't stop in the winter because I'm big on like the mental health correlation with running.
Yeah.
And even when you're in a great space and you're running consistently, like that's sort of your peaking point too. I find myself sort of like, oh shit, right on, and then you're just re-energized for everything. So it literally 100%. Gives you energy, you know.
100%.
Well, and running is, I mean, we're touching on this. It's truly a self-care practice. It's a metaphor for how you show up, right? And on any given run, whether it's a half mile or 11 miles, you're having peaks and valleys, and you're having to have that conversation with yourself about how you show up. That's the thing I love about running is that it's super accessible. I can do it anywhere in the world. I've trained in Amsterdam for a half marathon that I was going to run.
Me too. Seriously, cheers to that. I didn't know that.
Cheers. And so it's accessible. It's a self-care practice. And the thing that I love about running is that no two runs are ever the same. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, and I love that you're making it something for everyone because there is this kind of pervasive belief that only certain types of people run, which is why I love you say so plainly in your name, Run It BlaKC.
Yeah.
I have been in the fitness industry for 25 years. I think it is so important to explicitly invite folks in.
Yeah.
You can call it the KC Run Club and run, in certain parts of the city that are predominantly Black, but you're really like inviting a community in. But that said, you're including everybody,
for
right?
sure.
And the folks that show up, it's a really super diverse group.
Have you ever run with
I
Run It Black?
I have not run with them yet, but I literally watch all of your content.
Thank you.
I mean, it's incredible. It just hasn't lined up.
She's
for
been
me.
such a
appreciate
fan
it.
for so long.
No.
Truly.
I just found out about you when she was like, I'm obsessed with them.
And also, like you guys hit on something. There's something there's a resurgence of running. Run clubs are coming back into fashion. For years, jogging was a thing, then it went out. It's coming back. Statistics are showing that people are more likely to find partners in run clubs than they are on dating apps. So it's become like an actual like social healthy. You met
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Is that how you met Jay? Yeah, how did you meet Jay?
We met in kind of a college, post kind of college type of Greek life type.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to Mizzou. So I'm a Mizzou, Fight Tiger, Bright Side.
And you're in the Nuke.
I am.
My nephew's in a fraternity at
Yes.
Mizzou, and I'm gonna have to ask him if he's
But he's
in the
having
Nuke.
a good time. But he's having a great time.
having a
I'm gonna ask him if he's in the Nuke as a
Yes.
senior
Yes.
at Mizzou.
He probably isn't, because I know all of them, but we're all still so super cool.
Do you know my
super
nephew's
close.
name?
I don't.
Well, let's see. Wouldn't this be wild?
This would be crazy.
Sean Kendrick.
I don't. Okay. That would have been crazy. That would have been crazy.
I'm gonna be like, why weren't you at the Noobs and what one are you with? Okay, we're done.
But no, it is great. And I love, like you said, even on the relationship part, I always tell people, and because I've been in a relationship now, and all my friends are like, how do you find the person that you love?
Yeah.
And I'm like, the places that you're gonna find the best people are people who are at places trying to better themselves.
Yes.
So like,
Say
libraries,
that again.
Whole Foods, run clubs.
That's right.
Like,
Yeah.
like,
But how do you
yes.
talk to somebody when you're not hammered? Let's be honest.
feels
No,
like a
it's
personal
100%.
This is a personal problem.
It is 100%. But I think here's my two
I'm
big.
like in
Okay,
great
wait,
places
hold
in
on.
my life
Isaiah's about
going-
to speak into you. So
Here's my
listen.
two best ideas and
About
ways to
conversations.
go through for Run Club specifically.
Okay.
One, if you come by yourself, we're always super open. We'll meet you, invite you, all of that stuff. But if you could bring a friend, that's a great way. That way you don't have that I'm by myself type of vibe.
Yeah.
People are gonna come up,
I'm by
especially with
yourself
our
type
run
of
clubs
vibe.
and a lot of the other run clubs in Kansas City and the spirit of Kansas City.
Yeah.
We're gonna say, I haven't
Yeah.
seen you here before. What's your name? And then really, it's not necessarily about finding that person and then shooting that shot, but a lot of times it's just about getting close with the group, finding those people, and then you kind of figure it out later. So
I completely agree with you.
I love that.
until you can get hammered as a run club group later on.
Yeah,
and
you
then
kind of
And
like
then
put
they
it in
kinda-
your pocket. You're
Yeah,
kind of like, I met
yeah.
you here.
Met you here,
Let's
now we're
table
friends.
this conversation until I'm really funny at
Yes.
like 8:32 p.m.
So
Exactly.
they have a run on Saturday mornings that you meet at 8, you leave at 8:30. They
Oh,
kind of
nice.
warm up
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stretch.
Together, yeah.
Tuesday night 6:30.
6:30 p.m.,
Right,
yep.
and both locations you leave from Ruby Jeans.
Yes.
Okay.
And so we do. So Saturdays are kind of our longer days. We go up to 6, but we're actually getting ready to launch an 8 mile as well.
Oh, cool.
And so we have.
I have to run 6 on Saturday.
Let's
Exactly.
meet there. I'll do it
8
with
o'clock.
you.
8 o'clock.
Oh my God.
Yes, I'm so
this was
excited.
all a setup.
Now I'm excited. But yes, so
I'm
we
gonna bring
run.
a friend.
So we go
So
one.
that I can talk to
So she's
everybody.
not
coming.
Exactly.
awkward man.
You're not
I'm
awkward
still
by
gonna be an
yourself.
awkward man.
But we start, so we have options from, we tell you where all of our routes are, and so you have an option between 1 mile and then go all the way up to 6 or 8. And then, but at any of those points, you can turn around, and we have walkers. And what I love about our routes is that someone, generally would walk 2 miles at the same time that someone who's a little bit faster may run 4,
Yeah.
right? And so a lot of people are coming back at the same time. We do hype tunnels,
Yeah.
music. We stretch afterwards.
The
post-stretch.
energy just sounds
The
awesome.
energy
is.
is unbelievable.
The energy
It is.
sounds
Energy
awesome.
is
and like
amazing.
there's a certain vibe is such an overused word right
It
now,
is,
but there's
but
like
it
a
is.
glow. There's a kind of so Fit Truck, which is another company that I'm involved in.
Yeah.
We did an event with you all with Run 816 and Run It BlaKC. We started from the Kansas City Convention Center. They went out and did a run. Then they came back and you all did like cold plunges and saunas.
Yeah,
And
we
I'm telling you,
enjoyed
the vibe from this group, it was like when they came back, I hadn't met anybody but
Yeah.
Isaiah and Jay.
That's so cool.
And by the end, I was like, we were texting each other photos and things like that, and I was
love this
like,
story.
this is
love
my
this
my
story.
kind of community,
Yeah.
because you
Yeah.
just feel it's warm, it's inviting.
Do you do anything after your runs?
So we do, sometimes we'll have different things scheduled, what we call the cool downs. And so sometimes, because Ruby Jeans actually built this kind of outdoor venue in the back called Patio 3000, we'll have DJs once a month, and it's called the Cool Down. This is
Let's
our
just
little
cheers to
closer thing.
Chris too.
Cheers to
because
Chris.
Also,
we
Chris
love him.
Good. He's been on the
Cheers
show.
to Chris.
We
Good.
love Chris Good.
Chris Good doing the good always.
Always.
That man,
Always.
soulmate,
Even,
bestie.
like, a lot of people talk about it. A lot of people talk about doing good stuff.
Chris is
He
about
is
it.
doing it. He's
Doing that
it.
shit.
Yeah, 100%. And that's why. So I was saying we originally started at MLK.
Yeah.
And we were looking for a new place, looking to see how we can get a new kind of location. And so we kind of went to him and was like, "Hey, we love your space," because we would do some of our cool downs at Ruby Jeans, even when we were running at MLK. And I've known Chris for a long time now, and so we were able to have a really great meeting. And he wasn't like, "Oh yeah, you can use our space." He was like, "No, like, this is your space now."
He's
Like,
so community focused.
he's so community focused.
Yeah.
He doesn't just want us to be there to help him. He's trying to figure out all the time how he's helping us. And
So are you running
that's
with your
been a
girl
great-
now, or is she still kicking
Yes.
your ass?
Oh, still for sure. She's planning for. It's the long distances. So I'm still in my like 5K, 10K era.
Yeah.
She's doing her first marathon.
When?
Which, she's doing the Chicago Marathon.
Oh yeah.
So October. So she's
She's in like
done.
the last
She's like-
final.
yeah. So
There's
she's
a
up there.
reason why she's not here drinking with these
100%.
numbnuts right now.
100%.
So
I think
There
I
it is.
wouldn't
She's
be
like-
surprised if part of it is that she is
Just over. Like,
completely
When you're in that
down.
headspace too, like that close to doing something that big that you've
Yeah.
trained that hard for, like
It's
don't
true.
let a couple idiots distract you.
that's right.
You know.
Well, and I was the idiot last year. I ran the New York
You
Marathon.
did?
New York
You
City
ran
Yes.
that?
Marathon.
I'm shocked.
And it's the only marathon I've ever run.
Mm-hmm.
It will be the only marathon I ever run. It was the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
Mm-hmm.
The first 20 felt nothing.
Yeah.
The last 3 or 4, I literally was saying to myself, no one here knows my ability to endure hard things. I can
Yes.
suffer more than any
Anyone.
person. Like I was having to psychological
100%.
warfare myself
100%.
over the line.
David Goggins just.
No,
in
yeah,
the head
exactly. He was
constantly.
like, we're gonna do hard things.
You know what? And the craziest thing about this part of her story that she'll never actually share is that I was watching every mile, of course, from Kansas
Yeah.
City, like cheering her on. She never fucking slowed down.
Whoa.
You paced that last 6 exactly the way that you were pacing the 20 before that. She's gonna try and argue that. Just take it.
Isaiah will know
It's
this.
true. She
Runners,
never
and you
changed
know
her
this
pace.
now that you're like really training for a race. So one of the things I did on my long runs was I listened to the same playlist. I would add more music, but I listened to this. I knew my first 4 start songs. Like
Yep.
having that playlist was really important to me. And by having that music, it almost like trained my brain and my body so that, because like my Garmin was all messed up. I
You were
could-
just perfectly paced.
and I just
You
was like,
never
I just
broke pace.
got in my little
It
groove.
was insane.
That's amazing.
And then you can log in at the end and you can watch her finish. Like
Oh,
the
wow.
app will show you. So
That's
you get to
cool.
like watch, you're like hanging in there like, oh my God. Never changes pace and then finishes and you get to see her finish.
I finished,
amazing.
and then I crossed the finish line, and all I wanted was that fucking medal. Give
Right?
me that
Give me the
medal,
medal.
bro.
I did it.
like-
I need that.
Snatch
It was
that
really
medal.
cool.
Yeah,
So have you done
Put it
like,
on.
have you done like personal 5, 10Ks
Yeah.
and
So
stuff?
I've done some 5s, some 10s, and so that's been kind of.
Are you gonna
my
run the
bag.
half with me in a couple weeks?
I'm not there yet.
not there
I'm not
yet.
there yet. I need to though. I need to get.
You don't
on
need
on
to,
a plan.
but-
Yeah, but I want
It'll
to.
be
But
fun.
Yes.
You know, it just requires committing to a plan
100%.
and
doing it.
you know, just
It's
doing
the
it.
It'll get
weirdest
there.
thing to do your long runs and remember and think to yourself like, this is something I haven't done
Mm-hmm.
in. I've ran a half before, but it's been, I don't know, we'll call it 5 to 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And then you finish like 10 miles, and even during kind of that 6 to 10 mile mark, you're thinking, this is fucking weird that I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Like that I can
Yeah.
do this. That my
Especially when
body
you're by
is
yourself,
doing this.
You're just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
wow, I'm just out here
I
running.
love what you're bringing to your community, and I
you. I
think
appreciate that.
I think it's amazing. We're gonna.
And wait, tell us what's next though. So
Yeah.
so you all have a cool evolution that's getting ready to happen. Tell us about what's next.
We're super excited to really go from just being this cool community and really growing into a community real partner and be able to becoming like a nonprofit that's really able to leverage our community and leverage Run It Black and to be able to do a lot of great things in the community and for the community that we have. And so we're super excited to meet up with sponsors and things of that nature as we get in our 501(c)(3), and it's really great to see the growth.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be
That
great.
is
Where are
super
you?
cool.
What's your vision for the nonprofit part?
Well, we really are just looking for ways to really be able to just keep growing. I think there's a lot of times where we're
Continue to hit the message. You hit your
Yes.
community with your message and
Create
grow
healthy
the group
community.
and create the
healthy
healthy
community, be able to do things that will. I think a lot of times there's even certain barriers when it comes to like all of the social part of the run club as well, and so want to be able to really allow people to feel that this community is for them, and that when they come, even if it's their third time, like we have people, shout out to Red, shout out to a lot of our great people who know names just so fast, and it's their second time, and people
Like that's really
already
important to
remember
you
it. Yeah,
to make
100%.
sure. It's like whenever you go to any community and you're
100%.
brand new and you just sit there and you just wait for like a connection.
Exactly.
Like, am I going to get a connection?
You're going to get a connection.
If you don't get a connection, you don't go back.
At Run
But
It
if you
BlaKC.
get one,
Yeah.
which you're making it a point to do,
It is.
like that can save people's lives. Like that can
No,
transform people's lives.
We've had people who be the kickstarter to their journey, because
Yeah.
for a while it was such a fun, exciting, interesting thing that, especially in our community, that people maybe never even heard of. So a lot of times people were coming out just starting their fitness journey, and because they were so consistent and because they were in this consistent fitness group, they've, in this last year and a half since we've been around, have lost 100 pounds and
That's amazing.
80 pounds, 50 pounds. Like, people have really been able to use this as a Kickstarter to really start their fitness journey. And that's the thing I think we're most proud of, is kind of those people who are like, yeah, I was, trying to go to the gym, trying to do this, but that mental wasn't there. And
Yeah.
but being a part of this community,
That
has really been
accountability,
able to-
partnership, and community is
is able to
huge.
keep them there.
I would like to say, of every guest we've ever had on Behind the Bar, ever, and this might piss some people off, you have the most strikingly beautiful eyes.
Thank you. I appreciate
I can't
that.
even with those things.
Thank you.
She's a really good compliment.
I'm
I
gonna
love it.
speed
I
round.
take compliments.
I'm
I
gonna
know a lot of
speed
people
round.
struggle
And
to
I
take
agree.
compliments.
I agree.
Thank you.
I'm gonna speed round you. Speed round. Okay.
Yes.
Do you know what speed round is? You're just gonna go with
I'm
your
excited.
gut. You're gonna
Go
reach
with
down.
whatever comes
and it's
up.
just boom.
Boom.
Who's your biggest local celebrity crush? And you can't say Chris Good because he's ours.
Oh, that's a good one.
Local celebrity crush, Janelle Monáe.
Oh,
From the Kansas side.
boom.
From the Kansas
This
side.
I mean, you could have Chris Good.
Professional.
I mean, you could have Chris Good.
This dude is so
You could have Chris. It's fine. We can do a switch. It's fine. I'm blushing. I fucking love her. I
know,
cannot.
right?
That's so good. That was
Can't be
great.
around that name. Who is your all-time favorite athlete?
All-time favorite, Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
that
answer.
That was my guy. That was my guy.
Okay, cool. What is your absolute favorite thing to eat in Kansas City after a run?
Because we do a lot, depending on if it's night or morning, but if it is the night, my favorite thing to eat are like chicken wings and Wings Cafe in Westport.
Have you ever heard of this place?
Right up
It's
the street
new.
from
It's kinda new,
Westport.
huh?
I'm
A
gonna
little
go
bit.
there
They
after
have
my
one up
11
north
miles.
as well.
Okay.
It's been a few years now.
Okay.
Wings Cafe. What wing? What is the wing?
So for me, I like a little heat, but not too much. So
Yeah.
they have a dynamite, crazy.
Yeah.
Firecracker, so
Perfect.
good.
Okay, I'm gonna go have a
Perfect.
firecracker
Wing
ring
Cafe.
from Wing
Wings
Cafe.
Cafe.
Wings Cafe.
Wings Cafe. We're looking for sponsors.
on
We
Broadway.
are
On
dynamite.
Broadway. Done.
Ooh,
Okay,
I
what
like
would you
that.
consider as your biggest passion in life?
I feel like creating. Like, I know people say the word creating to mean a lot of different things, but sometimes, even if it's not just creating content, but if it's ideas,
Like you're an
concepts,
artist.
Yes.
I love that.
in
But
You're
my own
creating
way.
space. You're
Yeah,
creating
just
community.
The fact that making
Creation.
something that's not there,
Yeah.
and it's there now,
Yeah.
and it grows.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a good
beautiful.
speed round question for you.
Yes.
What is a Kansas City Black-owned business that people may not know about that you want to shout out right now?
Ooh, there's a lot. But
First one.
first one that comes to my mind is a great event company called EAJ Events.
EAJ.
EAJ
Okay,
Events.
okay.
They do when they bring your Pinterest board to life type things.
Amazing.
We're gonna use them.
Balloons,
For our birthday.
all of that.
EAJ
Tablescapes.
events, you're hired for our birthday
of that.
party.
Yeah.
January birthday.
When people say X about you, you get triggered.
Ooh.
These are good questions. aren't they?
That is a good question.
I was in the shower like,
I'm thinking about what mine is.
I think when people say X about me, I get triggered. That's a really good question.
I was thinking about what I would say, so it can here now it's you.
Yes. I think I get triggered when people around the kind of anything around not doing the work or lazy.
We know who you are, Enneagram
100%.
3.
I don't know.
You're an Enneagram 3 if you're worried about me not doing the work.
Yeah, 100%.
No, I'm very
Design.
similar.
Yeah.
Actually, I really can identify to that. What's the sexiest quality in a person?
Selflessness.
Yeah.
Not necessarily I know this may not necessarily make my life easier, but I know this is something that matters to you.
This guy, man. This guy. Okay, last one for me, and then she's got one. Who's the most inspiring person to you? And it can be a celebrity or somebody in your life.
Yes, inspiring person to me.
Yeah.
Not to be too cliche, but I'm gonna go with my mom.
I love that because I'm a mom.
Yeah, she was diagnosed with MS when I was 6, but she been doesn't let that stop anything.
Amazing.
She's pushing on businesses, life.
Is she local here? Do you
She
live close
is.
to her? That's cool.
Yeah. She's out. They live in Lee Summit, but yeah.
What's her name?
Ebony Jackson.
Here's Ebony. Is she a realtor?
She's not.
Okay, I know her name. I don't know why I know her name. She's probably my age. Ebony, I think we're friends. I don't know what to tell you. Final speed round question. If you were a drink, what would you be and why?
If I was a drink, what would I be and why? I think I would be a whiskey sour.
Ooh.
But using Uncle Nearest whiskey.
That's my whiskey. I love Uncle Nearest.
Yeah, that would be mine.
I don't know.
I feel like because I love a good whiskey.
Probably
drink.
because I need to see the label.
Yeah, you see the label. So basically, the story was Uncle Nearest was a slave under Jack Daniels, basically that taught Jack Daniels how to make whiskey, and so they took
cool
that.
Story.
Yeah, really cool story. And then they made a distillery. They have a distillery in Tennessee, and so that was something that was super cool to me. And so I feel like that part of it is a really big part of my identity. But then also, I wouldn't say an old fashioned. I know that's a big whiskey drink, but I'm not necessarily old fashioned.
Yeah.
So I would say whiskey sour
Love
because
it.
I bring a little
You
zing
know
to it.
yourself, Isaiah.
little zing
You
to
are
it.
the 26-year-old man going on 308 years
Thank
old, and
you.
we can dig
You
that
are
around
amazing.
here.
Thank you for being here.
Of course. Thank you guys for having
Thanks
me.
for the interview.
We're going to
Thank
be
you.
out on Saturday to
I'm super
the
excited.
Run It BlaKC.
Yes.
Drop in at Ruby Jeans. Come at 8. Run starts at 8:30. And come
Yes.
as you are.
Come as
It's
you
your
are.
Come
first
as you
time.
are. I'm
No
gonna
matter what.
swig you Ruby Jeans. I'm gonna be like,
Exactly.
give me some of the greens,
Yes,
Chris.
they'll
Hook
open
it up.
right afterwards, and so it's going to be good vibes. I'm
Well,
excited.
cheers, buddy.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
guys.
being here.
Cheers.
And big hugs to Jay, who can't be
Big
here
hugs
today.
to Jay. If you really are looking forward to joining Run It Black, we're going to be super excited to have you. Whether you're a walker, a jogger, a runner, a fast runner, doesn't matter. We're super excited to have you. We meet every Saturday at 8 a.m. at Ruby Jeans Juicery on 30th and Troost. And then we also meet at that same place on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. So make sure that you're there. It's a really great time. We have music, we have vibes, we have water. And so we're super excited to have you. Come on, follow us on Instagram at Run It Black, but BLAKC. And we're super excited to have you and learn more about you. Thank you.
In the spirit of stealing the camera from Hailee on the outro, you guys have done nothing to promote our podcast since the last one. And yet we keep getting recognized within the community, especially at Miss Melissa Etheridge shows.
This guy.
And that's not because we're homosexual, it's because we're on Behind the Bar. Follow us, like us, share us, make a comment, tag us. Listen to our stories because I think they're very good stories here locally. So check us out,
People
Spotify,
recognize
Instagram,
Ashley,
etc.
and then they're like, "Oh, it's Ashley and Hillary." It's not Hillary. It's
They recognize her, they're scared of her, they don't
They're
talk
like,
to her.
"Oh, look, it's Hillary," and I'm like, "Who's Hillary?" And they're like, "Oh, that's your name."